Alright guys, I guess another video is coming now. This one is going to be over everybody's favorite topic, Netflix. Mostly for learning languages. So if you don't have Netflix, I recommend you get it because it's Netflix. It's a site that's basically for movies. I don't know how you wouldn't know that. Specifically intended for language people. So if you're not studying for a language, just skip over the video or like just wait until the end to boost my ratings. But whatever. I mean, like just do what you feel is right, but boost my ratings. Also, don't forget 1 year diploma. It's my book. Check it out. I'm going to mention it a few times. According to old mythological legend, if you want to pass a CLEP exam, you do have to read my book. The only reason why I passed without my book was because I wrote it. Speaking of Netflix, I've actually been watching the new American Horror Story Cult. It's a pretty good season, not gonna lie. I find it pretty entertaining. I feel like, so far at least, they've gotten a lot of the emotions of the election relatively accurate and how freaking dramatic everybody was about the freaking election. But enough about politics. I'm not gonna get into that, because if I do, there's gonna be a lot of comments. Hold up. Maybe I should go into politics, because free comments. Alright, so I'm going to go over Netflix just so you can get an idea of how to do this. So if you just log into Netflix, just go to your home page. If you don't have one, you just got to make an account, which if you can't figure out how to do that by now, you Google it, and if you don't know how to Google it, then I don't know how to help you. So yeah, there's a few different ways to do it. So how it used to be is if you went to TV shows and you click on genres, you could like find different things. Like if you still go on there, you can find specifically Spanish language, which most of these are going to be in Spanish, which is, if you want to practice Spanish, great way to do that. If not, you're going to go back to the genre thing, and then there's international, which you can do. But it's not going to be as easy to find things. So Inside the Criminal Minds, if you press play on that, it'll pop up, and then I'll show you which languages. So you can get it French, and with French subtitles, and Spanish with Spanish subtitles. So if you're looking for that, that's what you'd probably prefer. So here's my advice to anybody out there. What you're going to want to do is, if you're trying to learn a new language, say you're trying to learn French, you're going to put the audio in French, and if you don't feel super comfortable with that yet, then you put English subtitles on, so you can read it every now and again. However, you might become dependent on that, so you don't want to do that fully. So move to French subtitles, and if you find words that you don't know, then Google them, type of thing, anything like that. If you're feeling really confident, turn it off entirely, and then just watch it, and that'll be a really, really good way to do it. So each of these is going to have like different ways of like, or they're going to have different languages to them. So like this one, most of them have Spanish. I'm going to say that right up front. Most of them will have Spanish, just because Spanish is just such a popular language. Yeah, this one has Spanish. If you're looking for French or German, literally if you just search in here, like German. So Dark is actually, it's a German show. It's kind of like German Stranger Things. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was worth the watch. If you want to find that, I would recommend that. That comes in German with German subtitles, so you're going to get through that very easily. This one is also very good. The German title is Er ist wieder da, which is just, he's there again, it's basically Hitler like transports into the future, and everybody thinks he's just an actor in a Hitler costume, but it's actually just Hitler. And it's kind of funny, and then there's a bunch of World War II documentaries, Auschwitz, World War II in color, stuff like that. So just look for that. You could literally, it says German language TV shows, German movies, any of that stuff will have it. So that's my biggest recommendation, to go onto Netflix. It is a great source. It doesn't take a lot of effort to watch any of this stuff. But yeah, like even if you also look too, even if it's a show that you really like. So I'm in love with American Horror Story right now, specifically season 7, the Cult one. I find it very interesting. So they only have it in English, which, I mean, if you're trying to learn English, more power to you. So that I would recommend as a fantastic source to use. Check that out. And yeah, so that's the basic gist of how to operate Netflix if you are trying to use it to learn a language. I think next I'm going to go over my favorite movies to watch just in different languages to see, especially with Halloween coming up, if you're looking for good horror movies. I would recommend that show Dark for German if you're learning German. I think they might have it in Spanish and French too, but I can check. Or you can check if you feel like doing that. So that is a big recommendation. Check out Netflix as a language learning source. Highly recommend it. Yeah. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. And always, as always, make sure you buy my book. It is a book that, according to mythological legend, you need to read to pass. True story.